we had some loggers come through here and cut down the tops of these black spruce that are in here. They cut the tops off of them and they use them for Christmas tree decorations. You probably find it in your local store. And then they grow back in about 5 years. And so they'll come back another 5 years and they'll cut the tops off again. So it's kind of a renewable resource that's kind of out here. And so they contacted me this year and wanted to come back here and cut this area off out. And I was like, yeah, let's do it. And so they were back here working on it. You can see the trail that they've left here. And the other thing they said that they would do, they would cut in. So I wanted to see how far that cut in looks. And I think it's right here. This is the cut in, which is exactly what I wanted to come and see. If we go too much further that way, it's not our property anymore. It probably only goes another, well, you can see the yellow stripes down there, or the orange stripes in the trees down there. Maybe you can see them. There's some orange stripes down there, probably about 50 yards, 25 yards. That's the end of the property line. But they cut all of this down through here, which is pretty cool. This would be a nice spot to put a stand at. And I'm thinking maybe we should move that portable back into here so we can see that way. And then obviously we can see that way. And we can see that way, right, if something's coming. So this is a pretty nice spot in here at this point. I think it's pretty secluded and pretty awesome to see it. Even the ground here is kind of squishy. It's kind of bog-like. And so yeah, this will be another little neat area, I think, to set up a stand. I think right here where the ATV is. We'll have to think about doing that maybe next year, about building one right here. And like I said, it's a renewable resource. They cut the tops of these trees down, and these are the kind of things that they use for Christmas decorations. And so I don't know if I can see a really good example here. They had to do it probably closer in there as they walk in there, but they cut all the tops of them off. And like I said, in about 5 years, the tops of them grow back, and they come in and they cut them off again. And renewable resource, and people can get their Christmas decorations too. Bears and bucks and everything love to be hiding back in here. So you can see if I walk all the way down to here, like this is all just so boggy. You can see the lines down here where it's marked. This is where end of the property line is, right there where those stripes are. So this is a next door neighbor's property that way. He's got a whole nother 40 acres that goes out this way. And so yeah, this was the end of the line, but they were able to come in here, and I'm actually kind of excited they did, because now I've got a new spot I can possibly put a stand up. And I think this back here is a really good spot for the bucks to be at. Probably a good spot even for bear hunting, to be honest. All the bucks and the bears and everything, they live back here. This is where they stay, right? Like you can see here where they went in and they cut these off. You can see right here. So that's the tops they cut off of those trees, and it'll sprout a new one up, and it'll grow out, and you'll have a whole nother tree next year coming out of it. Well, it takes about 5 years for it to completely grow up, and then they'll come back and they'll do it again. They used to cut this stuff up for come back here and cut these out, and they would use them for paper. But paper is not paper for like magazines and cards and stuff like that. But the magazine and the card world has kind of gone away, and since we're now in the digital world, I want to show you guys right here. That's actually bear scat or bear poop right there. Yeah, this is kind of where the bears like to hang out and live back here. So good spot to be bear hunting, and good spot to be looking for bucks, I think, back here too. So I just want to show you guys what that was like, and tell you a little story about the forestry that goes in here. Like like I said, it's a renewable resource. Great thing for people to do Christmas decorations with, but also, it comes back every 5 years. They grow it back, you cut it off, you use it again. Yeah, so when you go to the store and you are finding some Christmas decorations with some different trees on it and so forth, like making wreaths and little trees and stuff like that, this is where it comes from, guys. It comes from places like this. They come out here and they cut it down, and it's completely renewable because it'll grow back in about 5 years, and they'll come through and they'll do it again. So it's pretty amazing that they can do that and keep renewing it and keep using it. So as long as we don't take too much and we give it time to grow back up, it's a it's an awesome renewable resource for people to do Christmas decorations with. All right, I want to thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like this video, give me some comments, and we will see you guys on the next one.